36 years ago in 1989, a Turkish immigrant named Serdar Ilhan moved to the United States. With a love of Romani culture and music, he wanted to do something with this passion. Ilhan moved to the East Village in 1996 and began organizing music for venues like Mai Mahani and St. Mark's on 2nd. After linking up with some like-minded friends, Ilhan dreamed of opening a larger venue of his own. And in 2007, the collective opened the doors on DROM. DROM sees itself as a global music venue. Featuring everything from Celtic bagpipe ensembles to Indonesian gamelan, DROM might be one of the last places in the world that concertgoers can witness truly anything and everything. It's a wild place. So without much further ado, let's go look at DROM. I'm here with Serdar Ilhan, owner and operator of DROM here in the East Village, and he's going to show us around today, isn't that right?
Andrew, welcome to DROM.
Thank you very much.
This place used to be a club, maybe you remember, that I took it over, but we changed it inside A to Z.
Since 1997, it has been a wheel of circulating identities coming through the space that is now DROM. And it was originally occupied by a place called Opaline, which was modeled after Guy Pene des Bois' painting Absinthe House, New Orleans. After that period of relative stability, Opaline closed its doors, and the basement room at 85 Avenue A went through a tumultuous period. It was briefly a bar called Beowulf, which was a home to a spoken word, anti-folk, and a club scene. And then after that, it was the craft beer bar, The Rook. But in 2007, Ilhan and partners purchased the place, and it became DROM.
It's been 18 years almost, my son with me.
Nice family business.
Yeah, it's a kind of. We do jazz, world music, we do cabarets, but the main idea is always world music. Whoever comes from Europe, I would say, like, first they call us. Mostly I'm bringing artists from our Mediterranean, Turkish, Greece or Balkans. We do, I would say, like 80% of it from Istanbul and around. And getting their visas, organizing their tours, hotels, you know, the accommodation and everything. I mean, not easy anymore, but
yeah.
I think I'm getting old for it.
Why is it so important to you to host this style of music, the world music, and mainly focusing on like the Romani music and things like that?
I mean, I believe Roma people born for it. When they touch the countries they've been living, like Egypt, Turkey, Greece, Balkans, they have their own style. Like in Turkey and Greece, we have 9/8. In Balkans, brass bands.
So it's a transient culture and one that you admire a lot, but also in each country that they go to, they have their own identity there as well.
Exactly, yes, yes.
There are not a lot of world music venues around New York City. Now we got these big banks.
Yeah, used to be all the artists and musicians here. They moved to,
it's over gentrified like most of New York now.
The East Village is a storied part of town and has experienced massive change over its lifetime. In the first half of the 19th century, as the urban sprawl of New York started crawling up the island of Manhattan, it served as a wealthy hideaway for people who lived in large row houses. But in the second half of the 19th century, it experienced an influx of immigrants, mostly Germans, Poles, and Hungarians, who changed it from a hideaway into more of a working-class neighborhood. The Ashkenazi Jewish population who settled here in the second half of the 19th century started building and establishing a theater scene, really putting the East Village on the map as a center for artists. The community built places like the Grand Theater, now the site of Sarah D. Roosevelt Park, and the Village East, which still stands today as a prominent film house. Though the East Village has become a lot more expensive in recent decades, places like DROM keep the artistic spirit of this neighborhood alive.
Yeah, we're the old spirit, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we lost a lot of the immigrant
20 years ago, I see the change, but spirit is still here, I believe.
It only seems fitting that a space and neighborhood that has experienced such transience and variety in its past now has become a temple to honor transient music and a variety of sounds coming through its doors. Though they have their roots in Romani culture, with DROM roughly translating from the Romani language to English as the journey, they never say no to a great time with a good sound.
I left the bar area, pretty similar. 3 people can work in here. And we have an elevated area with the VIP guests, sometimes all seating. But the main area, you have like, I would say, around 300 capacity, standing and seating mix.
I love a good corner stage. This really just takes advantage of that whole space and lets you see from all the way in the back from the front door. How many shows did you say happen in here every year?
400, between 400, 500, yeah.
Wow.
Like, for example, today we have 3 shows.
2 day shows and then a late night show. That's usually, that's awesome.
Those are 11 o'clock, but now we pull back to 7, 8 because whole late night scene is changing.
Yeah.
The Z generation doesn't hang out.
Yeah, they don't go out as late anymore. Right.
As you know, so many venues is closing for different reasons lately. Of course, inflation too, but that's the another reason because they don't drink much, they don't hang out much.
Yeah.
This is our small office.
Yeah.
This Julia is our manager. She's been working with me like 21 years. We all cooking everything in here. Basically.
Yeah. So Serdar, you have a record label that you've started, right?
Yeah, we just started recently. First album we released it. It's Balkan Jazz. I'm very excited about it because it's amazing album is coming. It's gonna be all about world music again, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. The record label is the most important aspect of the venue, I would say too, because it's what you really leave behind that's not physical.
Right, right, absolutely. Yeah, and you know, it's nice to have these people who are able to help independent venues that have independent labels who are able to help smaller artists. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's DROM, a world music venue where you might see anything at any time. Come say hi to Serdar and his family, and we'll see you next time.